Hey folks, how you doing? This is my last and final video for the night. We're going to have a little bit of a discussion about the broken minds of America. And the world for that matter, guys. Now, I had a discussion the other day with someone that was a good friend of mine. And, you know, man, guys, most people don't think like I do. But that's okay. That's fine with me. We were talking about money and everything else, and he was talking about how much money was important to him, and making money was important to him, and you know, he asked me, he said, what have you been doing in the last 4 or 5 months when you were cast into prison into Florida? Which many of you don't know I was cast into prison down there, folks, for no reason whatsoever. You can go take a look at my name, which is my channel. You can see where I was cast into prison in Florida for 9 months, folks, and given no reason whatsoever for it. My opinion was it was for the testimony of Jesus Christ, but other people say different, so... But anyway, I spent almost a half a year, folks, in poverty, revelating the Word of God, and I never went to work during that time. People would call me up and they would say, what are you doing? And I would say, I'm revelating the Word of the Lord, not only on YouTube but on the streets. They would tell me how that I needed to straighten my life up. And I said, okay, what are you talking about? They would tell me, you need to go get a job and straighten your life out. And what's wrong with you? I said, nothing's wrong with me. I'm in the best spirits and the best state of mind I've ever been in my life. Then I had somebody actually call me up in my family, and they asked me, now listen, just be honest with me, are you suicidal? I said, no, it doesn't even cross my mind. When you walk the path with the Lord, it doesn't cross your mind. Then I had somebody call me up, and they told me, they said, you know, when somebody gets as deep into religion, which I'm not into religion, people. I'm into worshiping the Creator. Religion is for people who are lost. I'm into Jesus Christ, people, but anyway, I'm using the term that they use. When people get deep into religion, something bad always happens to them. That they lose their mind and they kill themselves, or all kinds of crazy stories. I'm like, no, I'm afraid that's not going to happen to me. I'm in the best spirits and the best health I've ever been in, and my mind is in great shape. I walk with the Lord, and I walk every day in His Word. And somebody told me, well, you're not earning money or nothing, or you're not doing this or in the pursuit of money. You know, they got to be a problem with you. They have to be something wrong with you. Okay? Folks, have you ever took a good look at this? What it really is? The Federal Reserve note. It's not made in the United States. It's printed in Switzerland, okay? By the Swiss banks. By the Knights Templars, okay? Basically, where all this money come from in Switzerland, it's basically King Solomon's temple. They took it out when the temple was burned. You ever heard the old saying, you can't hide money? Yeah, you can't. And the Knights Templars become the Freemasons, M-A-S-O-N-S, and the builders. And what does the Bible say about the builders? The stone in which the builders rejected has become a stumbling block and a rock of offense. You ever read that, folks? It's in there about 3 times. It's even in Acts. Just a discussion for them. You guys know where to look at stuff up. It's in the Gospels. It's in Acts. You know, the stone in which the builders rejected, the Freemasons, has become the stumbling block and a rock of offense. And that cornerstone sits in a fake fashion right there, folks. Have you ever took a look at this money and realized just how utterly wicked this is? You know, Jesus said that money was the root of all evil, and he meant it, guys. Have you ever took a look? Now, you guys know how I'm big on interpretations. Have you guys ever took a look? Well, which you can take a look at it. I don't have to bring it into focus. Norvos ordo seclorum. You know what that means? The altar of one. The one world order. Says it at the bottom. You may not be able to see it, but you can get $1 out of your pocket and see it. Norvos ordo seclorum. The altar of one. This is supposed to be the seal of God, folks. But it's not. It's an imposter, is what it is. It's an imposter. It's the fake one. Same thing you see on top of the court building in Jerusalem. And if you don't believe me on that one, go look it up on the internet. See if you don't see that on top there. The Illuminati pyramid up there with the all-seeing eye at the top of it. Which is diabolical, by the way. Which was also given to them, by the way, through the Balfour Agreement by the Duke of Balfour of England to the Rothschilds. And they're the ones that prints this money. Them and the Rockefellers and everyone else that has a hand in the Federal Reserve note. And basically, folks, this is the devil's currency. The devil controls the currency in this world. Awful funny thing to me that all these countries that we've attacked in the name of Zionism over the last several years, they had a list of them. Libya, Iran, Iraq. Every one of them didn't have this currency. And they were shamed and bombarded, weren't they? Yeah. All you had to do is take a look who didn't have the Federal Reserve banknote as a currency, and you could follow the paper trail to who was being demonized. I'm telling you the truth, folks. Oh, they're horrible. They're terrorists. Well, I'm sure that Christians are going to be the terrorists before it's over. But anyway, you know, David Rockefeller, he said he didn't care what puppet sits upon the throne of any presidential nomination. He controlled the money, he controlled the country. And there's no doubt in my mind whatsoever that the devil controls this. If you take a look right there, you can take a look at the imprint of it. It's a little bit difficult for me to bring a picture into it without getting a shadow on it. And you'll see right at the top up there is the Star of Ramphan. You might say it's the Star of David. David never had a star anywhere in the Bible, folks. Ye took up the tabernacle of Moloch and the star of your god Ramphan, images which ye made to worship for yourselves, and I will carry you far beyond Babylon. For ye have borne your tabernacle of Moloch, and Chion your images, the star of your God which you made to yourselves. Amos 5:26, folks. One of those. And you know, it makes you wonder where you stand with this, but it's satanic, folks, from one end to the other. And isn't it amazing that all that revelation that I done in God, and people told me that my mind was broke for doing that, folks, because I didn't pursue this on an everyday basis. But now all of a sudden that I've got a job and I'm working here some, which we're going to see how that goes. and I'm earning a little bit of this, which by no means is my lifeline. Like my friend told me, this is your life. No, it's not my life, folks. Jesus Christ is my lifeline. This might be necessary a little bit in our lives to pay a few bills and stuff, but don't make this your God. This is not my lifeline. But anyway, now oddly enough, now that I'm earning this, which is, by the way, demonic, now all of a sudden my life's straightening up. Now all of a sudden he's on the right path, and he's no longer revelating the Word of God, but he's pursuing this. And the more you pursue this, the more you straighten your life up, according to them folks. You see how broken-minded we are in this country? People's minds are broke, folks. What else do I need to say? Your mind is broke. If you take this and this is your God, your mind is broke. My mind is not the one that is broken. Yours is. I mean, it's just incredible to me, people, how that people think these days. Somebody asked me one time, how are you going to eat, Jerry? I said, listen, the Lord even cares for the birds. And doesn't he think more of me than he does of them? He will feed me. Many times whenever the men of the Bible would go out, folks, and they would prophesy the word of the Lord, he said, don't even carry anything with you. It's called faith, people, is what it's called. It's called faith. And if this is your idea of someone straightening their life up, then I'm afraid my life's never going to be straightened up, because guess what, folks? This is not my lifeline. This is not my God. Okay? Jesus Christ, the Master, is my God. Not this stuff. This is just temporary, folks. If you notice, people continue to say, well, money goes nowhere. It wasn't designed to go anywhere. It was designed to enslave you, is what it was designed to do. It wasn't designed to go anywhere. Why would you expect anything good to come from a bad tree? A bad tree made this, folks. People who worship Satan made this. Okay? Simple as that. The illuminated ones, if you know, are the ones who made this. And yet somehow you expect something good to become of this. And it's not going to, guys. If you're a Christian, you need to accept this for what it is and go on. Now, I know you have to have so much of this in your life to live, but you don't have to make it your God. And it's not mine. And guess what, guys? It doesn't feed me. If I lose this job tomorrow because of the old one-niner, which I've told people, once that happens, that I have to go into a place there to have that just in order to get this truck loaded or whatever, I'm done, folks. Well, what are you going to do then, Jerry? I'm going to rely on the Lord thy God to feed me. That's what I'm going to do. Even if it means go to the woods, folks, I don't care. I've been there before, trust me. This beast that runs this thing's ran me into the woods before. Oh, yes, folks. You just wouldn't believe what I've been through. Especially in Florida. Maybe I'll tell you about it one day. But anyway, take this discussion that I have to heart. This is not the lifeline of your life. This is, people pursue this, folks. They act like it's something. Let me tell you something. Here's the bottom line to end this discussion, okay? Hearses don't come with tow bars and luggage racks, folks. Do not store up your treasure upon this earth, but store it with the Lord thy God, where rust does not corrupt, and where the thieves don't break in, okay? It's a prophetic message I have to every Christian living in the world that we live in today. Thank you for watching my video, and God bless each and every one of you.